representation. So, unsa ganitong mga representation? The same length and then the same direction. So, maghimo ta og vector. So, representation of B nga nag-start og anhi. So, ideally, ano na siya form, no? Okay, so unsaon man siya? So, from here, so ang atong i-base is kani si B. So, we have negative 4, 5. So, unahon na to si negative. So, from here, we have this point. So, negative, so left side. So, 4 units from the left. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, natabi rin na. And then, 5 units up for the y. Okay, if negative ni, so down. So, since it is positive, so 5 units up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have this point. Okay, so this is also a representation of B. So, ato na siyang kung ano nga, ang initial point sa B kay naa siya sa terminal point sa A. So, pwede na ta makakonect from the initial point of A to the terminal point of B. So, this is the sum. We have A plus, we have A plus B. So, kung magkuan ta, mag-solve ta, we have A plus B. This is equal to, so we have 3 plus negative 4, comma, negative 1 plus 5. So, this is equal to negative 1, 4. So, ato i-check kung negative 1, 4 ba ni? Oh, we have a negative 1, 4. Okay? Sabtan na class. So, sayon na gid siya in terms of computation. But in terms of graphing, kay inyo pa siyang kaning B, inyo pa siyang pangitaag way nga ang iyahang initial point is naa sa terminal point sa A para makakonect ta sa from initial point of A to the terminal point of B in which it is the A plus B. Okay? Question?
Wala, miss.
Okay, so try number 2. So find the sum of A equals 4, negative 2, and then B is 6, negative 3. So, itry ninyo ha nga dili pa mo mag-compute and then mag-graph sa mudaan. So, kung unsaon ninyo, pag find ways nga ang B, ang initial point sa B is naa siya sa terminal point of A. So, if you're done, send it to our group chat. Naka-answer na mo, class? Hello? Wala pa? Sige, atong i-extend ng 5 minutes. Okay? Nasolve na? Kas? Sige, ako nila answer. So, for number 2, we have, say, voltage. So, A is 4, negative 2. And then B is 6, negative 3. So for 4, negative 2, so we have, this is 2, 4, then negative 2. So we have this vector. So this is the vector A. So we have negative 2. And then for B, we have 6, negative 3. So this is 2, 4. So this is 6. And then we have negative 3. So we have Mura siya ginana, no? Okay. So, ang himuon ani, so maghimo ta og representation for B. So, we start with this point, the terminal point for A. So, from here, we have 6. So, since it is positive, so from the right, so 6 units from the right. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this point. And then the y here is negative 3. So, 3 units below. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have this point. Okay, and then the A plus B, so this is B. So the A plus B is from here. This one. Mura siya ni-intersect. Pero wala na siya ni-intersect actually. So yan na siya class. So if we add this one, we have A plus B. This is 4 plus 6, so we have 10. And then negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative. Okay, so yan na siya. So for the difference, so ang idea sa difference of two vectors class kay a negative ra nimo si B. And then mobalik ta sa plus. So more siya A minus B is equals to A plus negative B. So unsa may meaning anang negative B with respect to the graphical representation. Okay? So if your A or your B is this one, like this. Okay? This is your B. So ang negative B class kay same length but different direction. Okay? So this is the negative B. So, gi-change siya ang direction ha. So, from going like up, so mo down. If going to right, so left. So, nga na ang negative b. So, for number 1, so if we find the difference, so I will create first. So, if A is a vector 3, negative 1, and then B is a vector negative 4, 5. So, balik ta. We have 3, negative 1. This is, so we have 2, 4, and then this is negative 2. So, 3, negative 1 is from the origin to 3, negative 1. This one. Okay, so this is the vector A. And then for B, we have negative 4, 5. So this is negative 2, negative 4. So we have 2, and then 4. So we have, ito lang siya i-green. So negative 4, 5. So we have this point. Okay, so this is the B. But since ang need na to i-find is A minus B, so we have A plus negative B. So ang negative B is the opposite no direction. So pwede ta from, so kung sa kuan pa ni class, mura ni siya ang negative B is equal to, so multiplyan na siya na to og negative. So we have 4, negative 5. Okay, so 4, negative 5 is, so we have this is negative 4. So here, this one. This is the negative B. So, unsaon man ni nato no? Pagkuha. So, the same idea ra sa siya class, kay plus naman siya. So, we have from here, so, dili na siya negative 4, 5. So, 4, negative 5 na atong bases. So, 4 from the right. So, 1. Tulad, i-yellow ha. May lain. I-green lang na black. So, 4 from the right. So, from this terminal point of A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, the Y is negative 5. So, negative 5 below. So, 5 below. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, from the terminal point of A, we have this. This is the representation of B, negative B. Okay, and then we can create the A plus B. So from the initial point of A to the terminal point of the negative B. So this is A plus negative B. Okay? Question? Pass?
Wala, miss.
Okay, so practice. Ato lang siya i-change ha. Number 2, we have 4, 2. And then, this is A. And B is equal to 6. Okay. 6, negative 3. Okay? So, find A minus B for graph and its analytical. So if you're done, so send it to our group chat. Okay, musta naman class? Kasolve na? Okay, so we have A equals 4, 2. And then B is 6, negative 3. So 6, negative 3. Okay, so the difference is negative 2, 5. Okay, so the answer of Jed is correct. So if we will draw, so new page lang ta sa totong kapihon. We have A is 4, 2. Then B is 6, negative 3. Okay, so first, we will create. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 6. So we have A is 4, 2. And then plus the negative B is negative 6, 3. This is negative B. So we have 4 plus negative 6. This is negative 2. And then 2 plus 3 is 5. So this is correct. Okay, question? Okay, so we're done with the sum and difference of two vectors. Now, we have the product of a vector and a scalar. So if C is a scalar and A is the vector A sub 1, A sub 2, then the product of C and A, denoted by CA, is the vector given by, so mura rin siya gi-distribute ang C sa A sub 1, A sub 2. Example, okay, so for example, we have this is the vector 1, 2, 3, 4. Ano lang. This is the vector A. Okay? So, kung pangitaon na to ang 2A class, so ang meaning ana, it times 2 ang length. Okay? So, ang scalar, ang iyahara, di ba, ang remember, ang vector, we have the magnitude and the direction. For scalar, it's only magnitude. So, ang length ra, ang iyang impact sa vector. Kung mo-multiply ta. So, if this is our A, and then we need to find the 2A, so, ato rin siya i-double. So, pila man ni 1, 2, 3. So, from here, this is the, from the origin to this one, this is the 2A. So, another example, if we have, if this is our A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sample lang ha. This is our A. Ang 1/2 A, 1/2 of A, kay katunga sa length sa A. So, we have from the origin to this one. Okay, so this is the 1/2 of A. Giputol ang length. Okay? So, og 3A, so katuloon nimo ang length sa A. So, in a vector. So, in terms of analytic, so i-times siya class. So, for example, we have, if A is equals to 3, negative 1, so ang 3A, this is equal to, so 3 times, we have 3, negative 1, so this is equal to 3 times 3, and then negative 1 times 3. Okay, so this is equal to 9, negative 3. Okay, so here, ang 0A, this is 0 times the vector 3, negative 1. So we have a 0, 0. So, ug naagin na yung ani nga result class, pwede ra ni this is equal to a 0 vector. So, mura siya i-double. I-bold lang ninyo ang 0. Okay, so mura siya A. So, basta naagi mo naka-bold nga 0, meaning ana, it is a vector. Okay, so ang meaning ana, this is 0, 0. So, kung naamo sa 3D, ang vector kay 0, 0, 0. Okay? Question? So, sayo na ni ang product of a vector and a scalar. Next, we have the theorems. So, ang vector daw class mo satisfy sa kani nga theorem. So, if A, B, and C are any vectors in V2, so ang meaning ng V2 is two-dimensional vector space. So, naasa tayo gitawag og V3. So, it's three-dimensional vector space. If V sub n, so meaning ana n-dimensional vector space. So, sa to, kutob ta sa 3D. Okay? So, ang C and D are any scalars. So, C ug D diri class is an element of the real numbers. So then, the vector addition and scalar multiplication satisfy the following properties. Okay? So kung unsa inyong mahibaw-an sa real numbers nga property, so mausad sa vector. So pwede ka maka-add. So we have the commutative law. So A plus B is B plus A. And then the associative. So A plus the B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. And then we have also the existence of the identitive identity. So this one, so mura ni siya og so A, so we have example, we have A sub 1 and then A sub 2. So plus, so this is the zero vector. So this is 0, 0. So we plus na. So this is A sub 1, A sub. Okay? So this is equal to A itself. So the existence of additive identity. Next, we have also the existence of the negative inverse. So if we add, so A plus negative A is 0. Okay, kay negative raman ni ang iyahang coordinate sa sa A. So example, if we have A sub 1, A sub 2, na mag-add ta og negative sa A sub 1, sa A, we have negative A sub 1, negative A sub 2. So kung aton siyang i-add, this is A sub 1 minus A sub 1. So we have a 0, 0, in which this is a zero vector. Okay, so mao nang gi-bold ni dire ang 0. Next, so for if duha atong scalar, so maka-apply gyapon ta og associative law, and then maka-apply sad ta og distributive law for if we have the sum of the vectors and then we have a scalar, so we have C times A plus C times B. So kung unsa ra gyud ang atong nahibaw-an nga mga property, mga basic properties sa real numbers, the same ra gihapon sa vector. Okay? So now we have 1 times A. So ideally this is equal to A itself. Kay nagmultiply ra kag 1. Okay, so a real vector space V is the set of elements called vectors together with a set of real numbers called scalars. So with two operations called the vector addition and the scalar multiplication. Kay ang subtraction kay part naman siya sa addition. Such that for every pair of vector A and B in V, and for every scalar C, so a vector A plus B and a vector CA are defined so that the properties of the theorem are satisfied. So even sa three-dimensional class, kay applicable jud to ang katong nga mga properties. Actually, in linear algebra, mausad to ang mga properties. The same ra. So now, so we take an arbitrary dimensional vector space. So mao nang naatay ug sa kuan pa nino we have xy. Pero og V3 ganin ni so ang given kay a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3. So mura rin siya xyz plane. Okay? So from here, ato ni siyang gi-write nga ingani. In which equal siya ni siya sa a sub 1, a sub 2. So from this one, so atong gi-factor out ang 1. So we have 1, 0. And then this one, this vector, so ato siyang gi-factor out sad ang A sub 2. So we have 0, 1. So kaning 1, 0 ug 0, 1, these are called the unit vectors. So kung naka-remember mo unit circle, unsa ganitong unit circle, the radius is 1. So for the vectors, matawag siya unit vector if the magnitude is 1. So remember, the magnitude A is equal to the square root of A sub 1. So we have 1 squared plus 0 net vector. The magnitude is 1. Okay? So, kaning 1, 0, 0, 1 kay mauni ang unit vector. So, kung naa ka sa V3, so ang unit vector ana class is 1, 0, 0. We have 0, 0, what's that? 0, 1, 0. And then we have 0, 0, 1. Familiar mo is linear. Kung sa linear pa ni mura ni siya kani 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is an identity matrix in R3. So the same ra sana siya idea sa vectors. Nakabot mo ani class kaning identity matrix sa linear? Hello? Kabot mo ani?
Yes.
Okay, so same na siya idea class. So kani for V2, so ato ning gilet ang 1 0 which is an identity unit vector as I. Okay? And then kaning 0 1 as J. So kung naa ka sa V3, kani I, this one is J, kani kay K. Okay? So for the notation, so, pwede na to siya i-write as A is equal to the vector A sub 1, A sub 2. So, mura ni siya gi-substitute na to. We have 1, 0, this is I, plus we have A sub 2, and then the 0, 1 vector is J. Okay? So, another notation. So, kani, for example, we have the vector 3, negative 4. So, pwede na to siya i-write as 3i minus 4j. Kaya nga no, this is 3i plus, ang a sub 2 na to is negative 4. Okay? So, mubalik lang siya 3i minus 4j. Kaya nga na siya class. So, remember ha, for V2, I og J. For V3, ang unit vector is I, J, K. So, mura na siya linear class nga 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 4, R3. Pero since naaman ta sa vector, so V3 ang ato ang term. Di siya sa R3. Okay. So from here, let A be the vector A sub 1, A sub 2, and theta the direction angle of A. So if we draw this one, okay, example, this is our vector. Okay, with this point A sub 1, A sub 2. Okay, and then this is our direction angle, the theta. So remember ha, the theta is between 0 to 2 pi for the vectors. Di ta pwede mag-negative, kaya it is restricted. So from here, we can create a right angle in which this is our A sub 1 and then this is our A sub 2. So this is our A sub 2. So kani, di ba this is the hypotenuse in which in terms of the vector, this is the length from this point to this point in which it is the magnitude. So we have the magnitude of A. Okay, so from this, we can create a formula in terms of cosine and sine. So if naka-remember mo no, ang cosine theta is CA. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So ang adjacent diri is A sub 1 all over the hypotenuse is the magnitude of A, of the vector A. So we have this one. And simplify, this is A sub 1 is the magnitude of A times the cosine theta. So mao ni diri class nga ang A sub 1 giilisan og magnitude of A times cosine theta. For sine, we have sine theta. Diba ang sine is ho. So opposite over hypotenuse. So ang opposite diri is A sub 2 all over the magnitude of A. So we have this one. And simplify, this is the magnitude of A times sine theta. So oni ang gi-substitute sa A sub 2. And then factor out the magnitude of A. So we have the magnitude of A times cosine theta I plus I sine theta. Okay, so we can convert. So from this, we're given a vector and then we convert in terms of magnitude, cosine, and sine of its direction angle and the unit vector ij. So mauni ang formula. So A is equal to the magnitude of A times cosine theta I plus sine theta j. So, ang atong isolve ra ni class is ang A, ang cosine theta, o ang sine theta. Okay, so what if we're given this one, no? So, we have, patong kapihon ha, A, so A is equal to the magnitude of A times cosine theta I plus sine theta j. Okay? Na ang given is we have negative 5, negative 2. So first, ang atong isolve is the magnitude of A. So we have the magnitude of A is just the square root of A sub 1 squared plus A sub 2 squared. So this is negative 5 squared plus negative 2 squared. So we simplify, we have 25 plus 4. This is the square root of 29. Okay? And then the cosine theta. So from the formula, this is A sub I over the magnitude of A. So i-substitute ra na class. So ang A sub I, A sub 1 ni siya. Ini siya I. So ang A sub 1, so this is A sub 1, this is A sub 2. So i-substitute ra na class. So we have negative 5 all over the magnitude of A. This is the square root of 29. So for sine theta, this is A sub 2 all over the magnitude of A. So, ang A sub 2 na to is negative 2 all over the square root of 29. So, ato ra na siyang i-substitute. So, A is equal to, so the magnitude of A is the square root of 29. So we have the cosine theta is negative 5 all over the square root of 29 I plus sine. Ang sine is, we have, i-minus na lang natin. So is minus 2 square root of 29j. So this is the answer. So dili ra na siya i-simplify class. So this is A is equal to -5, -2. So, in terms of the cosine and sine, so, ing ani ang iyahang result. Okay, question?
Wala, miss.
Okay, another example, we have 3i minus 4j. Na pwede man na to siya i-write as 3 negative 4. Okay? So, from this solution, so i-follow ra na nato class. So, we have, first is the magnitude of A. This is the square root of 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. So, we have the square root of 9 plus 16. So, this is the square root of 25, which is 5. So, for the cosine theta, this is a sub 1. So, kanima na itong a sub 1. So, we have 3 over the magnitude of a, which is 5. And then, ang sine theta, so a sub 2, so we have negative 4. And then, the magnitude of a is 5, so we have negative 4 over 5. So, a can be written as the magnitude of a, which is 5, times 3 over 5i minus 4 over 5j. So, this is the answer. Okay, so for the number 3 practice. So, I will give you 5 minutes to answer. And then if you're done, send it to our group chat.